Anyways, I was just
So I'm
gonna
just
give
gonna
them my
go.
resignation anyways. Hey, Zay,
Yeah, Cam.
did you ever hear about that jouster who just didn't see it coming?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was the Silence of the Lambs that got him. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Cam. This is Zay. Today, we are getting into the movie The Silence of the Lambs. This will be our reaction to it. This is a movie that Zay has not seen before, but I have. It's been a while, maybe a long time, I could say, since I've seen this movie. I don't even remember how long ago. I might have been in high school, and I haven't been in, so that maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago, possibly even longer. Um, so I don't really remember too much. I remember some things, but other than that, Zay, is there anything you know about this movie before we get into it?
Know a little bit, right? Not too much. One, I know it's a very, very revered movie, very classic horror movie-esque. Obviously, I know Anthony Hopkins is in it. I'm aware that there's a dude named Hannibal Lecter. I'm aware that Jodie Foster, I believe, is in this, and she plays Claire Reese.
Okay.
Like I've heard the Clarice, because for some reason my stepdad thought it'd be funny to do those impressions to scare the shit out of me, like a fucking weirdo. And I know that there's a dude named Buffalo Bill, but I don't know what the context of him, who he is, or what he's doing, or whatever. But I know that much of the movie, so aware
Okay.
of the characters that are involved, just not really the storyline itself.
Okay. All right. Well, just so you guys know, this was a big bite request by Suzanne. Thank you, Suzanne. Super excited to get into this one. You know, it won a lot of awards. I have a much different perspective on cinema now, especially since when I was in high school when I saw this. So, I am interested to see kind of how things have changed from my perspective and more about this movie just to get a nice refresher. But with that being said, if you like what you're watching, leave a like down below. Subscribe to stay tuned for more if you're not already. And if you want to watch our full-length reaction to different movies, as well as get 3 other movie reactions ahead of YouTube, or even farther in the form of full-length reactions, or potentially become a Big Bite member, where you can suggest one full-length reaction to a movie of your choice once per month that may or may not make it as edited reaction on YouTube. You can check that out on Patreon. The link for that is in the description. Let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's get into Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Bill Skins 5th. Lord have mercy.
Starling. Clarice in.
Jeez, if that was me, I'd be like, fuck!
Yeah, I would
No,
jump.
I like looking at
Yeah, sir.
When you graduate, you want to come to work for me in behavioral science.
Yes, very much, sir. Very much.
That'd be cool.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody. The one we want most refuses to cooperate. I want you to go after him again today in the asylum.
I quit.
It's funny. Here's my resignation letter.
Is there some connection between him and Buffalo Bill, maybe?
I wish there were. I want your full attention, Starling.
Clearly, Buffalo Bill is like the name that they're giving this person they don't know about.
And you're to tell him nothing personal, Starling. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head. Never forget what he is.
And what is that?
Oh, he's a monster.
Ooh.
You know, we get a lot of detectives here, but I must say I can't ever remember one as attractive.
All right, buddy. Why don't we just pay attention to the job? Fucking weirdo.
This can be quite a fun town if you have the right guide.
You sick bastard.
My instructions are to talk to Dr. Lecter and report back this afternoon.
Let's make this quick, then. We've tried to study him, of course, but...
It's interesting
you're not
that
gonna
they
fuck
call
me.
him...
Let's go.
It's interesting they call him Dr. Lecter. You'd think his license would be revoked or something after they found out he ate people.
They're like, he's a doctor. Respect. They're like, gotta put respect on his name.
Do not touch the glass. Do not approach the glass. You pass him nothing but soft paper. If he attempts to pass you anything, do not accept it. Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand, sir.
I know you're new to the force, rookie, but we need you to talk to a psychiatrist cannibal.
Good luck.
None of us can get through to him. So we're going to pretty much put you on a hook and throw you in the water.
Oh, I mean, how much firepower do you need for? He's not a supervillain, is he?
Oh my
Oh,
Lord, have
wow.
mercy.
That's something. Yeah, they all have actual bars, and then he has glass. That's terrifying.
Look at him, dude.
May I see your credentials?
Certainly.
Here they are. Somehow he has them. Just...
He's a magician.
Closer.
He's just David Blaine. All of a sudden, she's in the glass and he's outside.
He's like, thank you.
That expires in 1 week.
I'm still in training at the academy. I'm here to learn from you. Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
What do you think's going on in his head right now?
I don't know. He's just psychoanalyzing her probably. Every single minor thing she's doing. He's probably in her voice, like, you know, all of her eye movements, just any behavioral things.
What did Miggs say to you?
He said, I can smell your cunt.
You use Evian skin cream.
Oh my Lord.
He's a supervillain. There's
Jack Crawford must be very busy indeed. Busy hunting that new one, Buffalo Bill. What a naughty boy he is.
Well, he's definitely psychoanalyzing her.
yeah.
You look like a rube. A well-scrubbed, hustling rube. Good nutrition's giving you some length of bone, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash.
Damn.
Wow.
Is your father is your coal miner? You know how quickly the boys found you.
You can tell he's getting at her too.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot, Doctor. But are you strong enough to point that high-powered perception at yourself?
Oh shit.
Maybe you're afraid to.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver. Nice Chianti.
Anyways, I was just
So I'm just
gonna
gonna
give my
go-
resignation anyways, and you know we'll never continue this conversation again.
Ever. You know what? I've seen enough.
I personally like my liver. I don't think it goes well with the Chianti.
Or fava
maybe-
beans. I don't even
maybe
know
a
what fava bean
Cabernet.
is.
I bit my wrist.
Look at the blood!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Would not have had that happen to you. Discourtesy is unspeakably ugly to me.
Then do this test for me.
No, but I will make you happy. Go seek out Miss Moffat, an old patient of mine, M-O-F-E-T. Go now!
Yo, son, I was like, oh, he's gonna throw blood on her. That was not blood.
That was not blood.
Look, hell of a shot. His aim was impeccable.
Crazy,
His
man.
aim was I mean, she's in shambles. As
I
would
can't
be.
even. I don't even want to see if it's still on her.
It's
I can't
not.
tell.
She wiped it off. It's not on her
Oh.
anymore. That would be insane for her to walk out. They're all looking. All the officers are like, "Do you?"
I got him to talk. No.
Did you get any bad guys today, Daddy?
No, Angel, they all got away, Daddy.
Yeah, he broke her. They did. They all did.
Yeah.
Damn, she's just thinking about shooting him now.
Yeah. She's probably thinking about Miggs, honestly.
Yeah.
Starling?
Sir?
Miggs is dead. Orderly heard Lecter whispering to him all afternoon and Miggs crying. They found him at bed check. He'd swallowed his own tongue.
What the fuck?
Lecter did it to amuse himself. He mentioned a name at the end. Moffat.
Talk to him to death? That's crazy.
That's insane. I guess if you know how to freaking mess with someone's mind, man.
I thought the yourself reference was too hokey for Lecter, so there's a yourself storage facility right outside of downtown Baltimore, sir.
That was good deduction. Also, when you think about it too, I mean, like cult leaders able to convince people to do some crazy things. So,
Sure.
you know, that's basically that's psychoanalyzing and psycho tormenting people.
Stuck.
It should be high enough, right? Jeez, I'm so happy that I'm not gonna feel to work like this. It's way too fucking crazy. Ooh,
Eee, that's
Ooh.
tetanus. Tetanus.
Hopefully you have your shot.
Ah. Normal.
Mayhaps the head is around. If you have even an inkling.
Right here, I'd be
on-
shitting myself. So this is where I wouldn't like the field of work.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That thudding,
I would have been shitting myself the minute I cut myself on a rusted door. I would have been like, oh! Oh! Oh!
Ooh.
I never wanted to be so wrong when I said mayhaps the head is around.
Mayhap, well, perchance you were right. I guess. Yeah, I would have heard thudding in that storage locker. My pistol would have been drawn. I'd be like, "Who's there?" No, I would have been panicking.
Esther Moffat, the rest of me, meaning that you rented that garage?
See, I could like kill somebody. That shelf could like. No, he's got a stranded. No, he's not.
You're fired. Again.
His real name is Benjamin Rasbell, whose romantic attachments ran to, shall we say, the exotic. Merely tucked him away very much as I found him.
Hey, doctor-patient confidentiality. You shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff right now.
How did you feel when you saw him?
Scared at first, then exhilarated.
Jack Crawford is helping your career, isn't he?
He's got this like empty stare about him. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
Do you think Jack Crawford wants you sexually?
That doesn't interest me, Doctor. Frankly, it's the sort of thing that Miggs would say.
Uh-oh.
Not anymore.
Damn. That was cold.
What I want is a view. I want a window where I can see a tree. I'll help you catch him, Clarice.
But at what cost?
Yeah,
Would you
right.
do it? Would you give him what he wants?
You know who he is, don't you? Tell me who decapitated your patient, Doctor.
All good things to those who wait.
You bastard.
Our little Billy must already be searching for that next special lady.
Dude, his performance so far is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Bro, what?
You're just gonna see fucking like a dart just
Yeah,
like that'd be
seriously,
crazy.
what is this, like Splinter Cell? Well, he's got fucking night vision goggles?
Up right there.
Mind your business. This is why I mind my business.
Here, grab this.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, and you went in first? Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, push it all the way back. Hey, are you about a size 14?
Sorry.
Oh, dude, it's just fucking so creepy. Don't help people. I mean,
This is why you don't
I don't want to say
people
don't
out.
help people out, but like,
Nah, fuck that. Don't help people out. I don't care.
Good.
He literally Ted Bundy'd her. That's what Ted Bundy used to do.
it's creepy.
He'd pretend he'd put a fake cast on or whatever, and he was a good looking dude, and girls would go over to help him, and he would basically do the same thing. Like, just he'd wait until they were like in a vulnerable spot and bang, get him. I don't know if he punched them like that, but I think he sedated them somehow.
Good.
Ain't nobody gonna feed that cat now.
Yeah, that cat. That cat. Yeah. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's so cute.
That's why you sent me in there, isn't it? To get his help on Buffalo Bill? Well, if that was the case, then I just...
I don't
not
know. He
wrong.
might have sent you in there to see if you can handle something like that. I don't know.
I'd sent you in there with an actual agenda. Lecter would have known it instantly. He would have toyed with you, then turned to stone.
He knows him.
Yeah.
Looks like she's thinking of when she saw her father.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Is that to like help with the smell of the body or something?
Definitely with the it's because the body's already decomposing, especially if it's been in a
Doctor,
river
Lamar,
like that.
let's take a look at her.
And as soon as that bag opens, that's gonna have a stench.
He ain't gonna wear no gloves.
Well, buddies, they were passing around the stuff. You could have used it yourselves. Hmm.
2 of her fingernails are broken off in there.
Jeez. I don't want to see. Oh, okay.
She's got something in her throat.
Comes out of the water. Lots of times there's like leaves and things in the mouth.
Thanks.
Yeah. When I said that, I wasn't assuming it's a leaf or something. I'm thinking that there might be an actual obstruction. Ugh.
What is that?
Some kind of seed pod?
No, sir. That's a bug cocoon.
Gross.
You mean this is like a clue from a real murder case? Cool.
Just ignore him. He's not a PhD.
Ceratomia, maybe.
Bug experts.
Yes.
Meet Mr. Acherontia Styx, death's head moth.
Now, where does it come from?
Well, it's pretty fitting of a name.
Asia.
In this country, they'd have to be specially raised from imported eggs.
Somebody loved him.
All right.
All right, we didn't need. All right.
Let it be known the movies making bug experts seem weird. It's like, I would never. They made these guys look creepy. Like, come on, man.
The senator promises you a transfer to the VA hospital at Oneida Park, New York, with a view of the woods nearby. You'd have reasonable access to books.
No, they're trying to strike a deal.
Plum Island. You may swim in the ocean for up to 1 hour under SWAT team surveillance.
I was gonna say he's gonna trick. You never see him again.
That's a pretty damn good fucking offer.
Going from a maximum security dungeon to going to just a prison, yeah.
Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. Not about this case, though. About yourself.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Man, you can't. You can't.
What is your worst memory of childhood?
Death of my father.
Tell me about it and don't lie, or I'll know.
He ain't even looking at her. He's like,
Surprised 2 burglars coming out of the back of a drugstore. They shot him.
You are being vulnerable with the wrong person.
oh yeah.
He lasted more than a month. My mother died when I was very young, so.
So you're oversharing. He never asked about your mother. Like,
She had an object deliberately inserted into her throat. We don't know what it means.
Was it a butterfly?
Damn, you're close.
Yes, a moth.
Okay.
well, they're not
Wait,
the same.
what?
but-
The significance of the moth is changed. You're so close to the way you're going to catch him. Do you realize that?
No, tell me why.
She's desperate.
yeah.
Well, often, what happened next?
Ooh, he's like, you want more information? You got to give me more
Go
information.
I don't imagine the answer is on those second-rate shoes.
And he also, wow, he even knew she looked at her shoe.
Mother's cousin and her husband in Montana. They had a ranch.
Did the rancher make you perform fellatio? Did he sodomize you?
He was a very decent man. Quid pro quo, doctor.
Ooh, what a
That's a cool
shot.
shot.
There are 3 major centers for transsexual surgery. I wouldn't be surprised if Billy had applied for sex reassignment at one or all of them and been rejected.
Our Billy wasn't born a criminal, Clarice. He was made one through years of systematic abuse.
Damn, that's wild,
Wow.
yo. How is he? He's fucking. It's so crazy because
Transsexual. But his pathology is 1,000 times more savage and more terrifying.
he's able to psychoanalyze and break down who this guy is without
It rubs
knowing
the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
without knowing who he is, but also in a way that makes us like, yeah, that makes sense. Like a smart guy
Yeah.
could probably put that together.
I want to go home, please. Please.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
Oh my gosh. He's just his mental. He's
Oh,
just
look at
not,
all the
he's-
blood stains from people trying to climb out. There's the nails.
Ooh, yep. Okay, he's fucking batshit.
Next
Bad
level
shit.
batshit crazy.
There never was a deal with Senator Martin, but there is now. If the girl is found in time, Senator Martin will have you transferred to Brushy Mountain State Prison in Tennessee. Answer me, Hannibal.
Bro, I don't like how he's looking at that pen. You might die, brother.
His first name is Louis. Much like the rest of the senator herself, but only in Tennessee. And I have a few conditions of my own.
Yo, bro, he's insane. I mean, that's
Could you make
terrifying.
his mask any more creepy? Like,
The sign right here will have us a legal transfer.
oh gosh, how did he get it?
There's no way you got
Well, we did call him David Blaine earlier.
it. Yeah.
Bell's real name is Louis Friend. He was referred to me in April or May 1980 by my patient Benjamin Raspel.
Do you believe him?
Murdered a transient and done things.
A lot of things that he's saying kind of like make sense because Benjamin Raspel had like makeup on when they found the head and everything. It would make sense they might have been in a relationship.
Did you nurse Catherine yourself?
What?
Did you breastfeed her?
Oh my gosh.
I did.
Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Oh Lord.
He's a monster.
When your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you?
Take this thing back to Baltimore.
Wow.
Blonde, eyes pale blue. He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied.
Sounds accurate to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
Yo, he is one of the craziest but coolest villains I think I've seen. Like,
He's insane.
it's awesome though. Like, he's such a good character. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did Jack Crawford send you for one last wheedle before you're both booted off the case?
No, I came because I wanted to.
People will say we're in love.
Yo, he's a creepy dude.
Louis Friend. Iron sulfide, also known as fool's gold.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Everything you need to find him is right there in those pages. What does he do, this man you seek?
He's toying with her so much, and he knows everything.
Yeah.
Sexual frustrations.
No, he covets. That is his nature.
What does covets mean?
It's something like you love something like that. I don't want to. I might be getting it wrong, but covet means like you're attracted or you love it or something like that.
Okay.
Went to live with cousins on a sheep and horse ranch in Montana. And
Ooh.
And one morning I just ran away. I heard a strange noise.
what was it?
Lambs. They were screaming. I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there. I took one lamb and I ran away as fast as I could. It was very cold. It was very cold.
This is crazy dialogue.
Yeah.
I can imagine everything.
I didn't get more than a few miles when the sheriff's car picked me up.
What became of your lamb, Clarice?
I killed him.
You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs.
Yes.
Do you think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark?
My fucking,
Wow.
this is crazy.
Well, let me know when those lambs stop screaming, won't you?
Tell me his name.
Dude, he's got her in his
Yeah.
grip.
Your case filed. Goodbye, Clarice.
Oh my gosh,
Ugh.
this was like the biggest like turning point ever because it kind of felt like she had like he definitely was securing his knowledge, but it felt like she kind of was still somewhat in control.
Yeah.
But now it's just fucking
It's
flipped.
completely flipped. That's why they kept saying, like, do not let him, you do not want him inside your head. And now
Yeah,
he's
because he
got
just
everything to
pinned her
get in it.
down, like her motivations, like everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did he?
Good evening, gentlemen. Okay, Doc, grab some flora.
oh, you can see it in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will have to leave a comment down below how he got that because that's just I don't get
Yeah.
it. Oh my gosh! And you could tell by his face, his heart rate ain't raising above 85 either.
No.
Dude, if I was Clarice and I found out about this, I'm going to fucking Mars.
Yeah, bro. I'm finding a whole new country, a whole new world to fucking go to.
Holy shit. Brainy, Howard, cover the...
Look!
Number 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think. I think this might just be, like you said, part of his plan.
Yeah, like, I feel like he thought this way out. Like,
Hemby!
Jeez Louise.
God.
What is that guy doing?
wow.
Ooh, come on. There's so much gore in here.
He's alive. Oh, no.
Looking good, Pepper. You're gonna make it. Everything's just fine. You're doing all right.
Imagine how much of a fuck up you would feel in the process of, like, you're trying to find a killer and you accidentally release one instead.
Oh my God, yeah.
We think he's on 2.
Oh my gosh.
No shot.
He's on the roof of the elevator.
This is insane.
I see him. There's a gun by his hand. He's not moving.
We've got grand mal seizure activity, but he's post-ictal now. The vital signs are good.
Bro, no fucking way.
And the patient is on 10 liters of oxygen.
They found the ambulance in a parking garage at Memphis Airport.
Bro,
he's an Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
Like, that is not.
He won't come after me. I can't explain it. He would consider that rude.
I'm sorry. I don't know what in her mind is telling her this, but I would be like, he's coming directly after me. That would be my fucking thought.
What are you doing? You're selling what looks to be skin? What are you making?
Clarice, doesn't this random scattering of sight seem desperately random?
What does he mean?
Like, too random to be random. Yeah.
Random because of the one girl. The one he weighted down.
Yeah, because it was found third.
What does this guy do? He covets.
We covet what we see.
Every day.
Somebody he knows?
He knew her.
Yeah. My Lord have mercy. It's just so... The character of Hannibal is so well written because it's like... Every time something gets revealed, you're like, well, Hannibal knew this. Hannibal knew this. I mean, it's all what Hannibal's saying. And it's like aligning perfectly.
So creepy the way they had the music die like that.
Yeah.
He's making himself a woman's suit, Mr. Crawford, out of real women, so that he can loosen their skin and take...
Starling, we know who he is and where he is. We're on our way right now.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Oh.
Could you imagine? I figured it out. We're already on the way.
We're actually... He's in custody. Like, fuck!
Subject's name is Jamie Gumb, a.k.a. John Grant. Live caterpillars from Suriname. The addressee was a James Gumb.
Well, sounds like they got him.
Yeah.
I need you to link him to the Bimmel girl before he's indicted.
Wait, that doesn't look like him. Does that look like him?
That didn't look like him.
That dog's like, ain't no fucking way.
Are you up there, you little shit? Come and get it, pretty girl.
You think I was born yesterday? Fucking
just stands up on his hind legs. It's like, looks down at her.
Who do you fuck with?
No. Absolutely not.
Come on. Come on.
Good. Go fuck yourself then. Dog is like, punk.
Gotta go snitch on her like, yo, you won't believe what she just did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this Family Guy rendition of this absolutely dastardly thing.
It was Chris, I think. He was like, "Would you
Yeah.
do me? I'd
I'd do me.
Down here, you sack of shit!
Oh,
Hey, don't you hurt my dog!
Don't you make me hurt your dog!
Hey, you don't know what pain is!
Fucking Terminator type shit.
oh my gosh! What caliber is that?
Hey, I'm coming.
Looks like it is him.
Wow. Nope.
Good afternoon.
That can't be him.
Looking for Mrs. Lippman's family?
Oh my God, these poor people.
There's no one here, Jack. Clarice.
Your name is?
Oh, Jack Gordon.
Mr. Gordon.
JG.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Lippman had a son, though. Maybe he could help you. I got his card in here someplace. So do you want to come in while...
No, I
No.
don't. Oh my gosh,
You are now trapped in
I know
the
hindsight is
haunted
2020. We know what's going on, and she doesn't. But still, where?
Yeah.
I bought this house 2 years ago.
Did she leave any records? Any business records? Tax forms?
Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI learned something? The police around here don't seem to have the first clue.
I would be so suspicious.
Yeah.
Sewing stuff, a moth.
Moth.
She knows. She's got to know now.
You got like a description, fingerprints, anything like that?
Yeah, you fit the description, actually. It's crazy.
May I use your phone, please?
Sure, you can use my phone.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head, spread your legs. Put your hands in the back, thumbs up. Freeze!
I was like, he doesn't give a shit.
You got it.
Heads
You
up,
got
bro,
it.
you gotta...
I hate when people let them walk when they're supposed to not. What's the point of your gun if you're not going to use it?
You really...
Like, you got to...
The justification gets sticky with shooting a fleeing suspect. It's not...
Yeah, I guess so.
That's where the... Yeah.
My gosh. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Catherine Martin! Yes! FBI! You're safe! Get me out of here!
I mean, she ain't wrong. She's like, I'm still down here. I ain't safe. And he's still loose.
Be like, where's everybody else? Are you the only one here?
I'm gonna get you out of there, but right now, you listen to me. I gotta leave this room.
I don't like that she's not looking.
Yeah.
You know, that's so unnerving. Like,
Don't you leave me here! This guy's fucking crazy! Don't go, please! Quiet!
I would be like her, honestly. I'd be like, yo, you gotta let me out of here. I know you
I'd
got
be
a
like,
protocol.
Yeah, but you're way more of a hindrance to what she's trying to do if she's worried about trying to get you
Well,
out. And...
rationally, yeah, but emotionally, you're not thinking of any of that. You're just like, your fear is at level 100, and you're just like, I need to get out of here.
Ooh.
Oh, hell no. Heck
Oh, 'cause
no.
I
Oh, because, yeah. So creepy, he's just standing there.
Yeah. That's insane.
My
That's
lord.
so creepy.
Yeah. Damn, she was on it.
No more shots. He's literally incapacitated. Do not shoot him again. Oh, okay, just reload.
He died like a cockroach.
I mean, yeah, he died like an insect, literally, like where it get all stiff.
The dog's like, you can let me go now.
Please, get rid of me.
Clarice M. Starling.
Should be the only one getting an award because these other fuckers went to the wrong house.
Yeah. Meanwhile, gosh knows where Lecter is right now.
Oh, I totally forgot that he's on the loose. I totally forgot about that.
I just wanted to say congratulations. I'm not much good at this kind of thing, so I'm going to duck out of here.
Your
Nice.
father would have been proud today.
Nice firm handshake.
Yep.
Darling.
Well, Clarice,
Yeah.
have the lamb stopped screaming?
My lord.
Don't bother with the trace. I won't be on long enough. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
That's
what do you mean by
creepy.
that? Well, what do you mean by you're having an old friend for dinner? Like you're having them over, or you're having them?
I think he's actually having it
You're
for
having
dinner.
them for dinner.
Dr. Lecter.
Very important. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's screwed.
No.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh, you're so screwed.
So screwed.
Got to be kidney with a side of fava beans and
Homie
Chianti
definitely
again.
doesn't blend in.
No.
My
Wow.
goodness gracious.
What a closing shot.
Yeah, so ominous.
Oh yeah.
All right, that was our reaction to The Silence of the Lambs. If you like what you're watching, leave a like down below. Subscribe to stay tuned for more if you're not already. And if you want to watch our full-length reaction to this, if you're interested in movies, we'll get 3 edited movie reactions ahead of YouTube or even farther ahead in the form of full-length reactions. You can check that out on Patreon. The link for that is in the description. Zay, what were your thoughts, or what are your thoughts of The Silence of the Lambs?
Possibly might be my Lecter might be one of my, if not my top 3 antagonists for a film, just because obviously me having a background in like psychology and criminology and stuff like that is very interesting. This movie is very, very interesting. Getting to see not only this obviously genius psychiatrist that's a clear problem, he's a villain, but also still willing to help, you know, the FBI catch this other villain the whole time. But then also getting to see the perspective of Clarice, where, you know, again, I kind of said during the reaction, if I made the cut, that police enforcement and stuff very much, even to this day, is still mostly a male-dominated field. You know, jobs like this, being in the field like this, risking your life in so many different instances, typically is a male-dominated thing in the FBI and everything. So getting to see this perspective of not only the protagonist being a woman in it, but getting to see like all the shots where she's with the sheriffs and it pans around, they're all looking at her. She's with the other cops in the room and they all are looking at her. It's just, it was very interesting and cool to see, because you're getting, you felt what she was feeling, like all eyes are on you, and not all eyes are on you like in the essence of like, oh, it's LeBron James at the end of the championship, all eyes are on you, like we're counting on you. It's all looking at you like, And even her talking to Crawford, where Crawford's like, you know, I hope you didn't take it personally, basically, that I told them we shouldn't have this convo in front of a lady. She's like, no, I do take it personally, because they look at you for how they should act. And if they think, oh, we can't discuss this because she can't handle it, then they're going to think I can't handle it. And her finally getting the respect, you know, catching Buffalo Bill at the end, killing him, and solving it, and then getting all the accolades, special agent now, having a celebration. It was a very cool, like, full circle story of seeing someone that from the academy become really a solidified part of this force. Writing was fantastic. You know, not only, I mean, I know I give a lot of props to Hannibal Lecter. Buffalo Bill was like the main antagonist in it. I mean, Lecter was is an antagonist in a sense, but dude was both of those. Oh my God. Anthony Hopkins and I don't know who played Buffalo Bill. Insane. They did so well. They did so well. Buffalo Bill was creepy as shit. He made you super uncomfortable. He didn't get like a super ton of screen time, but when he did have the screen time, it made you very, very like just skin crawl. Lecter, it felt like anything you said was going to be flipped, or anything Clarice said could be flipped, or like you're wondering what his angle is. You know, are we just playing into his hand the whole time? Are we in control? And it feels like the whole time, no, I think he's in control. And every time the FBI or the one doctor thinks like, oh, we got him, or like, we tricked you. You're not going to this. You're not going to get that week vacation on that beach and in that spot with the woods and everything. No, you're going to Tennessee where, you know, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, yeah, the whole time you just feel like Lecter is like, okay, yeah, if that's what you think. Like I'm letting, like he just lets them think they're winning. So it's such an interesting character, and then such a cool ending too, having it where I mean, clearly left off. There was multiple movies, obviously multiple Silence of the Lambs movie, but it was such a interesting ending, having him basically tell Clarice, look, the world's more interesting with you in it. I have no intent on hunting you, but she knows she can't give that courtesy back, which is interesting because again, the whole thing with him is courtesy, politeness, rudeness, like she mentions throughout the film. So she can't extend that same courtesy. So what develops in the next movies? Because assuming so, she's gonna try to track. I'm assuming they have to be trying to track him down. They can't just let him run amok. It was a very, very well written, well paced movie too. When it didn't feel like a 2 hour movie, to be honest. I looked and I was like, oh, we only have like probably like 30 minutes left in this film. Like everything was, it didn't feel fast paced. It felt like a lot of stuff, a lot of character development occurred, a lot of fleshing out different characters and kind of getting to hear some backstories and getting to experience this like psychoanalysis going on, the psychoanalytical war between Clarice and Lecter. But it made the movie so much faster because you're just like locked in the whole time to it. So, absolutely fantastic movie. I could see why it's well revered. It's definitely in probably my top 10 of movies I've seen. It was very, very cool. I'm sad I haven't seen it earlier. But I'm glad we finally did watch. In fact, I finally got to watch it. But Cam, what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I agree with a lot that you had to say there. When it comes to the Silence of the Lambs movies, I don't know if there's sequels. I know there's a show, and I know there might be a movie called Hannibal. There might be a sequel. I don't know.
Maybe it's not.
But
Silence of the Lambs 2, but
I know there's like spin-offs and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to Hannibal Lecter, one thing, if I could describe him in one word to someone who hasn't seen him before, is like presence. Like, my gosh, he has presence. You never want to take your eyes off of him. You're listening super closely to what he says. The performance of Hannibal Lecter was unbelievable. Anthony Hopkins did a fantastic job, not like beyond fantastic. The character's so intricately crafted and written to not only be ahead of Clarice and the FBI, but kind of felt like he was ahead of us. Like we kept trying to be like, what's his next move? But he always knew what his next move was. And it was just it just felt like they put a lot of effort into this character on every angle, the director, the actors, the writers. So it just felt like it was a result of hard work from everybody involved, and it really paid off. And yeah, he has so much stage presence. Like one thing that makes a really good villain is their presence. Something like Thanos, like you can't take your eyes off of him when he's on the screen.
Right.
Hannibal Lecter, you can't take your eyes off of him when he's on the screen. And I'm not saying Hannibal and Thanos are even remotely the same, but it's just the idea of like well-received villains are those that you're like just almost hypnotized by when they're on the screen. And Hannibal Lecter has that. One of the things I really like about Clarice in this movie is they didn't make her a already in the FBI, like already top tier agent or anything like that. They made her really close to the audience as this relatable person. We got to learn a lot about her backstory. We got to learn about what drives her. We got to learn, we got to see her break down in some moments that maybe a more seasoned FBI agent wouldn't break down in, and that made her a lot more relatable and emotional for the audience. At least for me, I was able to feel like I could connect with her more and be on her level more. So they're able to have like this person that is like trying to figure out everything that's going wrong, but obviously she has to have some credentials to do so. But on the other hand, they also need to make her somewhat relatable to the audience because we're seeing everything for the most part from her perspective. And when she's being psychoanalyzed, it feels like you're being psychoanalyzed. Like it just feels like there's like psychological penetration going on into her mind, and Jodie Foster did a really good job at portraying someone who is it's such a fine line because she did a good job at portraying someone who is clearly being infiltrated in the mind, but someone who's trying to not let it show, but it's clearly showing. Like just a really good balance of a kind of character like that. Yeah, Buffalo Bill, the actor for him, the directing for his character was really good because he was just creepy. And there's a big distinction between Buffalo Bill and Hannibal Lecter in the sense that Hannibal Lecter almost has like this charisma, this charm, but but he has this unhinged side to him where Buffalo Bill is a little bit more erratic, a little
Yeah.
like not very charming, not very smart in what he's doing. He's definitely skilled in his, because he's had done it multiple times, but he's not as organized as Hannibal Lecter is. And I love how they kind of showed the differences in those types of criminals, I guess you could say. I thought the movie was, like you said, very well paced. You're always like just waiting to see what's happening next, and you realize like, oh shit, the movie's already over. They did a great job at setting up what could happen next. You could totally see why it won awards. I love the metaphors, the imagery throughout the movie, especially when Clarice is explaining her background, or when Hannibal Lecter is explaining certain things like, oh, this is why this is happening, or maybe this is why this is happening. I loved the name of the movie and how they made it fit in, like The Silence of the Lambs. Like essentially Clarice's motivation is to like finally hear the lamb stop screaming. Essentially feels like she saved somebody, feel like she um helped out people, the lambs. Just have that sick twisted metaphor of like, or like draw, like I guess it's a metaphor where Hannibal, during his escape, he orders like lambs extra rare. It's just a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
extra like sickness that they had put in there. I thought was really cool. It was a great, aside from all the amazing cast, it was like a great like um hunt of a movie. Like I don't want to, it's kind of a mystery. It was like a
Yeah.
great mystery, thriller, suspense, aside from everything else involved. So overall, I thought it was just really well crafted, really well written, really well directed. It basically felt like a really good thriller with 10 times more oomph to it because of all the characters and the actors involved. So just a staple in the cinema world and a must see for anybody interested in this kind of subject.
I agree.
Are you ready to get into the rating?
Let's do it.
Just so you guys know, we go from 0 to 10, and we never give out zeros, and we never give out 10s. Why? Because by giving out a 0, you're saying nothing could ever be worse than this movie. By giving out a 10, you're saying nothing could ever be better than this movie. Both of those things are our subjective opinion. 5 is average, 6 is good, 7 is great, 8 is beyond that, 9 is top tier cinema. We do give out decimal points like 9.999 and so on, if we so please. Zay, where do you put Silence of the Lambs?
Man, I feel like the last few films we've been watching have been bangers. This is right up for me. I mean, I'm giving it, I think, like a 9.5. I mean, I think this is a top tier cinema movie. I think that, with everything you said just about the character, even like the how they divide again two types of criminals: the more erratic Buffalo Bill, versus the more calculated, freaking sadistic.
Yeah.
He freaking convinced what's his name, Miggs, to kill himself, like just in the room over. But it made sense for his character, for Lecter, because he was so smart. He's a psychiatrist, this, that. So having this super calculated character, and then having this contrasting character where the calculated villain helps you catch the uncalculated erratic one, and also just even how calculated he is like he gave them enough information to narrow it down to a couple people, which gave him so much time just to escape. Like, really, we were only focused, the main FBI characters focused on getting Buffalo Bill. So,
yeah,
that's just how far ahead he was always thinking. I think Clarice's, Jodie Foster's character, so well written as well. I loved what you said, where it was so much more interesting and felt more relatable that she wasn't a hot shot, like with all these solved cases. And it's like, those movies are fun. They're cool when you have like someone that's been hunting down some like career criminal, like a Batman Joker situation where it's like Batman's always hunting Joker. But this was so much more interesting having a really not even a rookie yet, a student basically, get put on this case, and again being, kind of looked at by her other peers that are more solidified in it, most of them looking at her kind of like in a down at her, basically. Like, why is she on this case? Why is she here? In a sense, at least from the other departments, the sheriffs and all that stuff. But yeah, I think that the cinematography was also fantastic. There was a lot of imagery, a lot of very cool shots, especially when we were having those continuous shots on Clarice's face when she was going over what happened on the ranch, and going to Hannibal where he's got like this shadow on his face. It's like almost like the devil talking to her, like,
Piercing eyes
and
too.
like, and
Yeah.
I mean, dude, his eyes, yeah, they're so blue and piercing. It's crazy. So it's like
Yeah.
all those shots, even when they had her sitting outside of his cell and he's in the dark in his cell just talking out to her, and you can't even see him basically the whole time. Those types of shots, they just immerse you into the movie so much more. They make you feel kind of what she's feeling, and I think that it added to the whole atmosphere of the movie. So, and the score was great too.
Yeah.
I mean, the score was just fantastic. I wouldn't say it was like the best score I've ever heard, but it was fitting for everything. It never felt out of place. So it was great. I just think the cinematography and the writing just took so much more than what the score did. So overall, an absolutely fantastic movie, top tier. I definitely want to rewatch it. I want to see if there's any more imagery and things that we missed, due to obviously us trying to provide, commentary and everything on it. But such a great film overall. What about you?
Yeah, I gotta agree. Piggyback right off of you with a 9.5. This was super, super fun, super good. And I will say, one of the things that I really like about it, to piggyback again, the score was really well done throughout the movie. They just had this very great, like, it felt like very integrated in certain moments where it's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like you're watching like something suspenseful happening. They just got the right tone with the score. So, good job there. One of the things that I think this movie is very layered in the sense that I love the whole idea of where you have this. There's a huge form of metamorphosis throughout the movie,
Yeah.
both and they use the moth to kind of like
Yeah.
use that as imagery,
I didn't
but
even
you've
think of
got the
that.
whole
Wow.
Buffalo Bill situation who's going through this really twisted form of metamorphosis in his own mind, and he's using the moth to represent that. But then you have Hannibal who's going through this metamorphosis of you could argue he is starting off in that pupa stage. He's constrained to this cocoon, I guess you could say, and eventually he becomes the moth or butterfly where he's free and he's able to fly and do his thing. Now you have Jodie Foster's character who Clarice, who basically starts off again as this rookie and is a little bit more seasoned. She has this kind of metamorphosis by the end of the movie as well. So I love the themes of metamorphosis throughout the movie. One of the things too that I started thinking of during our outro, which I don't know if this is actually intentional or if this is me overthinking it, you'll have to let us know down in the comments. But one of the things I found really interesting too is that you had two kind of scenarios where you had this seasoned, calculated killer kind of in a cell toying with Jodie Foster's character, Clarice, who is kind of, new to this whole thing. And he seems to always be, one step ahead or just smarter. And then on the other hand, it felt like you had Buffalo Bill's character and the girl that he captured, where it's kind of flipped, where the girl is in the form of a cell, but it kind of feels like she's trying to outsmart him in a
Yeah.
sense. She gets his dog. Felt like there was like some reverse imagery there, which I found kind of
Okay. Yeah,
interesting.
I like that. Yeah, I agree.
Something I just thought of. I don't know how intentional it was or if I'm just like conspiracy braining it right now, but I felt like there was some layers there. So I really like the layering of the film, the imagery, the themes that were throughout. The score, the acting. I mean, I already mentioned all of that. They did a really good job, even with Crawford and like the extras. Like with what you were saying about the idea of how you have like this woman being in the force, they were able to kind of like touch on that, which I thought was really, really cool and very, very well done too. A great protagonist, a great antagonist with Hannibal Lecter. Buffalo Bill was an antagonist, but he was definitely more of like this he was kind of more like this this like force that they had to stop because he
Yeah.
was um But yeah, I just thought it was really well done. Why wouldn't I not rate it higher? I think, you know, I feel like there were some moments where it kind of, there were a lot of moments in this movie where it broke your normal stigma on what a movie is and what characters can do and stuff like that. But it did feel like it kind of fell back into like your classic kind of um you know, FBI versus serial killer tropes, I guess you could say, which is fine. I mean, it's the movie they're trying to go for, but there were moments where I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I
But
think it's fair.
it still broke the mold for me in terms of all this other things that they had going on and all the other characters and just felt like it was more than the rest of them. So really loved the movie, really thought it was great, loved the imagery, loved the I was gonna say design, but like the character creation, I guess you could say. Just overall, really, really loved the dynamic and the chemistry. Talk about the
Yeah.
chemistry between
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a lot of these characters was phenomenal as well, and especially Clarice and Lecter. And I want to see if there's anything more with them in any future projects. But yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. Left it really open ended, but also tied it up. And yeah, the staple. Absolutely loved it. So with that being said, listen, everybody, thank you guys again for being here. Thank you for the support. Zay, I know you have a Twitch.
Yes, guys, my Twitch will be linked down in the description below. Make sure you tune in, stop by, say what's up. We've been seeing a lot more of you over there. It's always a good time. Try to get Cameron on there as well. So if you want to find another way to engage with us in a live setting outside of our YouTube live streams, make sure you check that on out. And let me know if you're from the channel, man. It'd be super dope to see you over there. So yeah.
Yep, check it out, guys. It's a great time, and we promise you that there ain't gonna be no Buffalo Bill type of craziness over there. Don't
the lotion on its
Oh my gosh. Listen, everybody.
Oh man.
Maybe be a little bit more cautious about who you help out. We're not saying don't help out everybody, but maybe
be careful.
Maybe be a little bit more careful.
Careful.
We'll see you guys on the next one, and
peace.